Good morning, hockey fans. This is Stephen Heisler with JuniorHockey.io, Victoria's Hockey Company, and the ever-evolving Junior Hockey Discussion Group on Facebook. You are watching the Junior Hockey Morning Show. We are on the World Sports Broadcasting Network, WSBN.TV. Tommy? Facebook, X, YouTube. Hopefully, wherever you are this morning, this afternoon, today, evening if you are, or afternoon if you are over in Europe. Hope that you are enjoying this week at hockey. Today is September 23rd, 2024. Today's topic, if I were king, the North American Hockey League covers the entire continent. Okay, maybe not Mexico. Not much junior hockey being played down in the land of the big sombrero. But the United States and Canada might do itself a favor to combat the Canadian Hockey League and what the USHL and the BCHL are doing by forming a super league, or really a collection of leagues. My idea would be to break up the North American Hockey League into 8 individual leagues, easy to do, and let Mark Frankenfeld merge the NAHL brand with the Canadian Junior Hockey League, combine assets, combine really organizational structure, referee training, a lot that you can do there, and come together for events throughout the year. The showcase can be ridiculously huge. Maybe do a couple of different showcases. Regional ones would be a good idea. But you can do something different. Top prospects can be a lot of fun with 16 different teams. The finals, the real continental championship, can be played down maybe regionally for the first 2 rounds and bring in the final 4 for a really amazing Frozen Four. Maybe do it the same location as the college Frozen Four. That would be appealing. A lot of college coaches at that event every year. There's a lot that we can do. But the real reason is why. Why would you do something so massive? Why take on such a massive undertaking? But the bottom line is the North American Hockey League has gotten too big. The markets and the operational standards are all over the board. What works in Minot or Bismarck or Aberdeen or Anchorage or Corpus Christi doesn't really work for Rochester or Elmira or Danbury, for example, or the Northeast Generals. They operate on 2 different business structures. Maybe the North American Hockey League should get away from these minimum standards they try to avoid anyway, and let each individual league do their own thing. Fund it the way they want to fund it. If they need a $10,000 player fee, so be it. If they don't, so be it. But let's end geographical boundaries. Let's end, you have to play in this province if you're 16 or 17. Let the players flow to the operators and the programs they want to play for. Enough with the restrictions. Even the playing field across the continent. If money's driving one league, so be it. But let everybody play. Let's settle who's better than anybody else on the ice. It just makes a lot of sense. I know, sense. Options. These are really dangerous words for the structure that is junior hockey today on the continent. A lot of times it appears that they're just trying to limit options. I think you give kids more options. You give more kids, I don't want to play anymore in Quebec. Maybe I want to check out Texas or check out North Dakota. That's always nice in the middle of February. There's nothing like a nice warm drive from Aberdeen to Minot. Watertown's in a mix now up there. It's a really nice place to be in February and January. Maybe you want to be in Texas where it's San Antonio where you can golf all year long, and Corpus Christi and Odessa. Maybe you can't golf in Odessa. Is there golf courses in Odessa? There's oil platforms there. The point is simple. The BCHL broke off. The NCDC and USPHL are doing their own things. It's time to give the established hockey programs, the Canadian Junior Hockey League, being part of Hockey Canada and USA Hockey, give that some more credibility. Look at Mark Frankenfeld, the commissioner of the NAHL, is probably the biggest influence in junior hockey in the last 50 years. He's certainly a powerful entity, but couldn't he be so much more effective with a larger platform? Maybe he wouldn't make quite as much money from new team fees and expansion fees. Maybe let some of that stuff go to operators and that can do it for less money. But right now, the price tag on a new NAHL team is obnoxious. When you're talking about 7 figures, that's a lot of money. Maybe teams need to be able to get into the game with a little less money, and that's where the CJHL teams could come in. Can Alberta compete with the NAHL? Saskatchewan compete with the NAHL? I'll tell you this, when they can operate on a platform with 0 player compensation, I think they can, especially without an import restriction. Frankenfeld, are you afraid of something like this? Are you afraid of losing too many American players to free-to-play hockey? I don't think you are. I think your operators are up for the challenge, and I'd love to see it. What do you think? If you agree with what I have to say, say something in the group. Join the group if you don't know what the group is. Junior Hockey Discussion Group on Facebook is growing to almost 11,000 members. It's unreal. I'm very proud of those guys. Great conversation, great content. All right, folks. Listen, I'm still looking for Canadian writers, USHL writers. You feel like you want to give your league more coverage, more insight, more really exposure, come join us. Drop me a line. Let's talk about it. That's it for today. Hope that you enjoy your morning coffee. I'm drinking a Dr. Pepper. Diet, 0 sugar. Have a great day in hockey.